Bye Shaba. Kasike is back with his tutorial for getting fast and efficient gold coins in Warlords Under Siege.
Kasike.
My mission? Getting gold fast, beating the levels and buying town hall elements and cards in the card shop. In the first part of this video, I am showing you how I developed my card setup to a level which allows me to speedrun the coin grind. In the second part of this video, you will see such type of speedrun in which I will demonstrate how I made coins fast and effective. I did different experiments to find a maximal way for farming. Therefore, you should know the following background information. If you want to make sure that you always get exactly the cards you took into your deck, then the most efficient way are 6 cards in the starting hands and additional 29 cards, 1 per wave, for getting a maximum or a total volume of 35 cards. My first money farming build was made on this restriction. I am showing here my guide which I made for this video. There you can see this first setup which you can use until you had enough gold coins to buy a better setup. But I didn't stop to improve. With the experience I made during my runs, I improved my setup and built a deck with less cards and the efficiency for getting easy and fast gold. This setup I want to explain you now. My starting hand is mainly focused on resources. I want to get as much as possible and as fast as possible. Here we go. Gold mine 1, gold mine 2, for farming gold from early stage on. Lumber mill 1, carry 1, iron mine, and to have a little bit of city protection, ballista tower 1. You can play also with arrow tower. I did this before I was able to get the ballista tower cards, and it's working fine too. My main deck setup contains only 19 cards. Archery range 1, 2, 3, farm 1, 2, 3, archers regiments, influential command, reinforced towers, tough archers, trained crew, veteran archers, quartermaster, ballista tower 2 and 3 or the arrow towers, gold mine 3, mining tools 3, masonry tools 3 and lumberjack tools 3. In total I am playing with 25 cards, which gives me almost always a perfect choice when the fate is coming. Maybe you can improve this deck, let me know in the comments. You don't believe that I can be successful with this small deck? I will show you now how this works in the following gold farm speedrun. I am playing my smallest deck with gold and I'm choosing the scenario Nightmare 2 of Western Valley. I always played Western Valley for farming, but I'm pretty sure the other levels are working fine too. First I'm building up my lumber mill, then my mine for stones, putting my 2 starting units in front and waiting for getting the iron mine. This will happen fast. So there I have my iron mine, and from now on I'm playing the most of the time on the maximum speed, so I increase directly because my aim is to farm the maximum gold that I can get. Like you see here, I have gold mine 1, gold mine 2 in less than 1 minute. And all the units which are arriving I attack early. Now I'm getting the first fate cards and I have to make a smart decision. I am thinking between farm and gold mine, but I think the quartermaster will help me later because I don't have the resources for now for building up gold mine 3. So, and the quartermaster will help me later when I am getting my units. So next fate card is coming, and obviously I will choose the lumberjack tools because we need stone, wood and iron in a huge volume. In the moment where I have the resources, I am building the first level of ballista towers, and with the ballista towers, the arrow towers would work too, only you have to be a little bit more present with your 2 units. Next fate card is coming, and I will take the archery range because I have already the quartermaster. So, and with the ballista towers or the archery, the arrow towers, you can already defend your city. the main idea to defend the city is to attack all the enemies on an early stage. And you see here I'm playing always on the maximum speed. So here we have gold mine 3, so 4 minutes are over. I will have soon the resources for building up gold mine 3, and I'm having already the possibility to farm the maximum gold. Additional, I'm getting the gold for the level, and I want to finish and beat this level, including the end boss, the giant. So all what you have to do is in the beginning to be focused on the cards, the fate cards for resources, and for building up the first units. So with Ballista Tower 1 you can hold a long time. If you have the arrow towers, you can play also with arrow tower 1 and 2 and picking up the farming or the archery a little bit later. So directly I'm getting my archers, and here we have dimensionary tools to increase my income of stone. So we don't have the full levels of lumberjack and stone, so we should use these tools because this is only one card and it doesn't take any resources when we use it. You see I'm building here a small wall with my archers, and I will improve them now, the archers regiments, to have more bigger ones. So I'm sending them back. And I'm building like a line with archers to defend my city from early position, like aggressive, offensive, defending. So I'm bringing all my archers to 10 units. And here I'm getting the next upgrade. And I really love to take the trained crew because this will improve all the towers, unimportant which towers you are playing, a lot of with the damage. So you can stay longer on stage 1. So next fate card is coming, taking the veteran archers, making them also stronger because we are playing with the weakest units. And my aim is to improve them to demolishers. So I'm filling up my units, having 7 from 7 with 10 in each unit makes 70 archers. That's not so bad from the beginning. If my starting unit dies, I don't have any problem. The only aim which the starting, or the only task which the starting unit have, is to defend in the beginning. So now comes the first boss. But this shouldn't be a problem. You see, they killed him fast and I can choose my next fate card. My decision, iron is not so bad, so I can take Ballista Tower 2. I don't need that much iron in the beginning, so improving my towers and playing very, very relaxed, because don't forget I'm playing here on a maximum speed and I can directly improve to Ballista Tower 3 because I have also resources to do this, and close to all the resources, but for the last one will come soon too. And I'm playing on maximum speed. That means my main task is to collect all that gold which is around here and to organize my units. The rest the units will do like an auto battler from alone. Here I have next fate cards, and you see I'm getting always great fate cards that I can choose. Must think about what I want to choose. So I'm thinking between tough archers, but let's take the influential comment to have 4 more units. We have now 110 archers to defend, and this should make it, for the current situation in the way of the waves that are coming, very, very comfortable. And later I can improve. What we don't need are walls, gates and all that stuff. Not in that kind of level and not in the way of farming. So next fate card shows me always like a good option, and I want to increase my volume of units, and later I want to make them stronger. And you see with that good farming I'm close to always possible to directly build everything that I need. So my aim is now to create all the farm 2 houses, and I should take the tough archers because they have a lot of more hit points and that makes it much more easier. Don't forget we pass already the first boss, and with this speed the second boss is coming very fast. So now we have mining tools for iron, because soon we're gonna need more iron, and I improve with this my iron mine. So here I can upgrade very soon. So I have all what I need to get 16 units or 160 archers. And you see, I have only 3 cards left. I don't need to improve my hero and all the other stuff. So, but I should take care of my towers and waiting for the resources to getting the maximum units. So 16 units, that is great. And I should take care a little bit of my hero because I need him for collecting all that tiny and bigger gold bags. Archery range 2 allows me to improve my archery range, which allows me to upgrade all my units, but I don't want to do this now. I will do this when I have archery range 3, but at first I'm taking farm to have the maximum volume of units, which will be, you can see it now or soon, 21, and then I improve and then I improve all of them to getting demolishers. So there we have archery range 3. I'm done. 16 minutes. I'm done with all my card setup. And at first, I'm taking the first upgrade of my units, because with this speed very soon comes the next boss. But I will be strong enough. You will see in the combination of maxed out towers, maxed out archers, also in the way of units per archery, damage and life points. I have something like a perfect setup, which is in that level not too difficult. You can also go higher if you played already higher. And in the nightmare levels, but then you cannot play all the time with the full speed because it becomes a little bit more stressful. You have to organize your units and buildings, and time is running amazingly fast. So let's pick up this gold, increasing the archery range to the last stage. And all what I have to do now is to improve my crossbowmen to demolishers. And I'm always a little bit low, especially on wood, also if you get that early, but that's not a big deal. You see, I have close to nothing to do here, and I have to wait a little bit until I get enough gold to improve my units, but the units what I have until here are doing a really good job. And what more I can expect? My gold income is running. I have already more than 4,000 gold made with this run, and I will show you that I can beat with this kind of play also the next waves, including the end boss. So, and I'm using my hero, which is not very strong anyway, to go into any deep fights for picking up especially the big bags, which the most of the time have gold. And when in between, when I don't have to do nothing, I'm improving all my crossbowmen to demolishers. And you see, you have to be a little bit fast here. You can, if this is too stressful for you, I mean, you can use the minus to decrease the speed again. But if you're a little bit experienced and you did a few runs, you will see you can manage and handle this. You have to take care always only on your hero, on the picture of your hero. If this becomes red, he's close to dying, so you have to run in the back a short time. But if not, you can see it here, collecting gold or resources like nothing. And I still have my starting unit, so unimportant if I lose this one, but I let them of course support my team as long as I can. And with the arrow towers, you don't want to be that strong that the enemy is dying here directly in the first lines, but if you have only arrow towers, it will work too. The enemies come a little bit closer, and sometimes you have to send your units back to the archery to recover them, but it will work anyway. So and you see in 2 minutes we are on 1 minute. The last boss, the giant, will come. We are ready already for the end of this level, and that is my way to be as fast as possible, going as fast as possible through the levels and earning the maximum that I can get. So now I have to be ready. So when the boss is coming, I'm moving the speed to normal speed, because he will be a little bit too fast maybe. And here I'm bringing the next unit on the road, and there he is. And what you have to do now is you have to take all your units, your demolishers units, and attacking the giant. That's all what you have to do. The rest you can manage anyway, but you have to attack the giant. I was a little bit too slow. I didn't see him coming. Normally he shouldn't enter your city, but that's not a big problem. All the buildings which he is destroying, you directly rebuild, because he will be focused on the building, and you have enough time. You see, it takes only a few seconds and all the demolishers killed him. So you have to run with your hero to get his big box, because there's a lot of coins inside, and the demolishers should kill the last waves. But after the giant is killed, that's not a big problem, and you see close to nobody dies. And I'm not having huge resources left, but I don't need it in that case. You know, I'm doing here the speedrun, and that's all what I can give you as a hint. And if you make a few runs like this, your average income will be between 9 and 10,000. The more you increase, or the more higher you play, the more you will get. But if you make a few runs like this, you will have very fast enough coins for getting all that what you want. So see you next time.